Too many ERP projects go off the rails. Either they fail completely or end up way over budget. There's a lot of reasons this happens, but today we're zooming in on one of the most common and most avoidable problems: over-customization. Today, I'll show you how to avoid that trap, whether you're picking a new system or trying to get more from the one you've got. Hi, I'm Jeff Pudiak with Software Connect. Let's talk about how to over-customize and keep your ERP project from turning into a money pit. If you find this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more tips like this coming your way. Let's kick things off with a real example. You've probably heard of Lidl, the German discount grocery chain. They spent nearly $600 million and 7 years trying to roll out SAP S/4HANA. What went wrong? Lidl refused to adapt to one of its key business practices, specifically how it valued inventory, and instead tried to force SAP to match its legacy processes with heavy customization. That decision inevitably was its downfall, leading to years lost, money wasted, and no successful go-live. And Lidl isn't alone. In fact, we have a whole page of the biggest ERP failures to date. We've seen businesses spend millions rebuilding a new ERP just to make it look like their old one. At first, it feels like a win. Everything looks familiar. Your team doesn't have to change much. Daily workflow seems smooth, but it's not transformation. That's just putting new paint on a broken process. We call it paving the cow path. Let me show you why with 3 hidden costs you might not see coming. First, we have upgrade breakage. Every major ERP from SAP to Oracle and Sage releases updates that add new features, improve performance, and fix vulnerabilities. These updates are built and tested on the standard version of the software. Once you customize it, you're no longer operating in that, quote, safe zone. Even a minor update can cause major disruptions. That's because when custom code conflicts with new features, integrations can break and your perfect workflows can crash. The second hidden cost? Ongoing support and maintenance costs. Once you've customized your ERP, you're effectively forking the product. The vendor won't guarantee support for changes you've made to their code. And if a bug appears in a customized area or the system behaves unpredictably, you're on your own. That's when you realize you're now dependent on the developer who built the customization. If that person leaves the company or the documentation is incomplete, good luck untangling it. You're locked into a brittle, undocumented workflow that no one wants to touch and that slows every future change you try to make. You've turned your ERP into a custom-built application that only a few people know how to fix. And finally, compounding technical debt is the third hidden cost of customization. Every customization adds a layer of complexity. Custom fields, logic branches, exception handling, incompatible modules. Over time, that complexity builds up like plaque. With every update, the system becomes harder to audit, more expensive to maintain, and more fragile. This is what's known as technical debt, and like real debt, it accumulates interest over time. Eventually, you're spending more just to keep things running than you ever saved by customizing it in the first place. So how do you stay flexible without falling into the traps we just covered? It starts with understanding the difference between configuration and customization. These terms are often used interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. When you configure an ERP system, you're using built-in tools to adjust how the software works without changing its underlying code. This means choosing which field to appear on a form, setting up workflows and automations, assigning users roles and permissions, and defining how data flows between modules. ERP vendors want you to tailor the system through configuration. It's built into the platform and is designed to be flexible and work between system updates. Customization, on the other hand, changes the software's DNA. This includes things like writing or modifying source code, overriding standard logic or calculations, building custom objects that don't exist, or creating entirely new workflows that bypass core processes. Configuration is like adjusting the seat in your car. Customization is like recreating the engine. Here's a quick rule of thumb. If the platform has a menu or a field for it, it's configuration. If you need to contact a developer to write or alter code, it's customization. Obviously, not every business operates the same, so what's the best approach if you want to make changes? Before we consider when customization is appropriate, it's important to recognize that modern ERP systems already handle the business basics exceptionally well. Think of core functions like general ledger and creating a chart of accounts, accounts payables and receivables, purchase orders or invoicing, bank reconciliation and reporting, and inventory control and order workflows. These foundational processes have been standardized and refined over decades, and most leading ERPs already support them out of the box. In other words, you shouldn't have to customize your ERP just to do what every other business already does. That's why we say, if the system already handles it well, don't touch it. And if your ERP isn't meeting all of your needs, there are smarter options than rewriting the code. Whether you're choosing a new system or stuck with an old one, there's a better way than over-customization. What are the best tools at your disposal? Third-party integrations and APIs. Let's say your ERP falls short on a specific function, like managing the maintenance schedules for your equipment or giving your finance team a cleaner way to handle fixed asset depreciation. Instead of rewriting your ERP or replacing it altogether, look for a purpose-built app that fills the gap. There are thousands of out-of-the-box solutions that integrate cleanly with major ERP systems, whether it's through APIs, iPaaS tools, or native connectors. These products are designed to solve specific problems without compromising your entire system architecture. And if you don't know where to start, that's what we do at Software Connect. After a short review of your business system and pain points, our team can help you find the right software the first time. Head over to softwareconnect.com to get started. Finally, let's discuss ERP selection. Many over-customization problems aren't development issues, they're selection mistakes. If you pick a platform that wasn't designed for your industry or does not have core features that your business type requires, of course it's going to require heavy customization to fit your operation. That's not a tech failure, that's a strategy failure. That's why ERP selection is not just an IT decision, it's a business decision. When done right, your ERP should meet 80 to 90% of your core requirements right out of the box. This means less need for code rewrites, fewer bolt-ons, and way more confidence during implementation. But not all ERP systems are created equal. Tier 1 platforms like SAP and Oracle are incredibly flexible, built for global operations and complex business models. But with that flexibility comes complexity. You'll often need a lot more tailoring to make them work for industry-specific workflows. If you're in a specialized sector, like food manufacturing, construction, or steel fabrication, you may be better served by a vertical ERP, like DCOM, Foundation, or Strumus. These systems are built with your processes in mind and often hit that 80 to 90% benchmark right away. If you want help narrowing down your options, you'll find some helpful links in the description to get you started. And hey, before you go, drop a comment and let us know. What's been the biggest ERP headache at your company? We'd love to hear about it, and we can even help point you in the right direction. If you found this video helpful, like the video and share it with someone on your team who's wrestling with the same questions. See you in the next one.